Here's a sentence that should stop you in your tracks. Almost everything we know about the human body, the dosing, symptoms, what's normal, it all comes from research which was done mostly on men. Now, not because women don't matter, because for decades we were considered too hormonally complicated. Let that sink in. Apparently too variable, too inconvenient for a clean data set. So, an entire medical system got built on male physiology and then handed to women like it was a perfect fit. I am Dr. Manissha Pandit, a functional medicine practitioner, founder of House of Mantra, and for about 8 years now, the person women come to when their hair is falling out, and every doctor has told them it's just stress. Let me tell you, it's not just stress. It never was. And today I want to unwind one thread of this, because once you see the connection between your hormones, your hair, and your brain, you cannot unsee it. And I promise you that. Let's start with the receipts, because I don't want this to sound like an opinion. This is history. For most of modern clinical research, women, especially women still in their reproductive years, were routinely left out of trials. Our hormones made us a messy data, as they say. So drugs got tested on male subjects, male cells, even male mice, and the results were just handed down to us. It took us until 1993 for US law to actually require that women be included in federally funded clinical trials. 1993, that's not really long ago. Imagine our mothers who lived their entire reproductive lives inside a medical system that had almost no real data on female physiology. So the next time you are told your fatigue, your hair thinning, your brain fog is normal for your age, I actually want you to sit with one question. Normal according to what data? Collected on whom? Now that question is the lens for this whole episode. Now here's the reframe I want to leave you with today. We have been taught to think of estrogen, progesterone, and even testosterone, yes, it's also a female hormone, as reproductive hormones, baby-making hormones. Now that framing alone has cost women decades of misunderstanding, because these are fundamentally brain hormones. And your hair follicle and your brain are reading the exact same hormonal signal, just in two different tissues. Now let's go one by one. Estrogen. Most of us think ovaries, uterus, period. But estrogen receptors sit all over our brain, in the hippocampus where memory lives, and in the amygdala, which governs our mood. Estrogen helps blood flow to your brain, helps your brain manage stress and inflammation, and it's part of what keeps your hair follicles in their growth phase, which is also known as the anagen phase of hair growth instead of the shedding premature phase. Same hormone, two organs, one job: protect the damn tissue. Now here's a statistic that should be front page news. Nearly 2/3 of Alzheimer's patients in the US are women. Not simply because we live longer, researchers have adjusted for that, and the gap is still there. Dr. Lisa Mosconi's brain imaging research shows the female brain actually starts changing structurally in perimenopause, years before anyone could be diagnosed with anything. Your brain is responding to the hormonal shift in real time, and so is your scalp. Progesterone. This gets almost no airtime, and it deserves more. This is the hormone that calms your nervous system. It works on the same GABA pathway that anti-anxiety medication targets. Now that's why the days before your period, postpartum or perimenopause, all the low progesterone windows are when anxiety, insomnia, and irritability spike for so many women. Now that's not just hormones as a dismissal, that's literally neurochemistry. And for hair, progesterone helps balance out the testosterone's more aggressive follicle shrinking effects. So, when progesterone drops, testosterone's impact on your hair follicles gets louder. Testosterone. Yes, women make this too, and we need it. It's behind your motivation, your mental clarity, your libido, and it plays a role in your hair growth at a very healthy level. It declines gradually from your 20s onwards, and by perimenopause, many women have lost a meaningful, substantial share of it. You know that feeling of, I don't feel like myself anymore? That's a feeling a lot of my clients describe. This is very often part of the why. Estrogen doesn't stop at your brain and your hair. It protects bone density as well, which is part of why so many women see both hair thinning and bone changes show up in the same decade of life. So here's the thorough line. Hair follicles are hormone-sensitive tissue, and so is your brain. If your hair is thinning, there's a very good chance your brain is quietly living through the same. And it's living through the same hormonal weather as well. They are not two separate symptoms, they are the same story told in two different places on your body. So here's what I want you to sit with. Your hair isn't the problem, it is literally the messenger. Your brain fog isn't just perimenopause, it's your neurons responding to a hormonal shift that deserves real attention, not a shrug. We were kept in the dark because the research was never designed to see us clearly in the first place. And now, my job and now this podcast's job is to hand you that flashlight. Next episode, I will go deeper in each of these hormones and how they impact you at different ages of your life. Okay, before you go, if anything I said totally hit home, I want to hear about it. Leave a comment, leave a rating, hit subscribe, or whatever platform you're tuning in from. I read every single comment myself and I genuinely love writing back. Tell me what you are still confused about and tell me what you want me to cover next. This podcast is as much yours as it is mine. And if there is someone in your life who needs to hear this, your sister, your best friend, your mom, that one group chat that's always talking about hormones, hair shedding, or why their hair partition is suddenly getting wider, send this to her. That's how this conversation gets louder. And one quick note before I go. Everything I share here is for informational and educational purposes only. It's not a medical advice and it's not a replacement for your doctor or your existing treatment plan. Please always work with your own healthcare provider for anything specific to you. Here's what I know is true. Every woman deserves a good hair day, not once in a while, not on the days when the stars align, every single day for the rest of her life. And I promise you, this is so much more possible than you have been told. I'll see you in the next one.